Bitch ass.
Cunt.
Potato.
Bitch ass cunt potato.
Yo, you some
That's
bitch
the,
ass
that's
cunt
the,
potato.
That's the title.
Yeah.
Bitch ass. Cunt.
Potato.
Did you just save that?
We need one of those devices that they make music with when they record the noise.
Yeah.
Bitch ass. Bitch ass. Bitch ass cunt. Bitch ass cunt. Potato. Potato. Bitch ass cunt. Potato. Nice.
You lay down the EDM beat.
Cunt. Bitch ass potato. That's great. Just those words.
Well, welcome back to another episode of Sarcasm Speaks.
Wait, was that going?
That was live.
That's awesome. That is phenomenal.
We were live.
That's so good.
That was supposed to be part of like the, not the prologue, but like the prelogue.
That's so good. I thought I heard you click that too.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure I got that.
That's so
I knew we had something good going there. It's a great way to start it off. So I'm Jared, and Bob is here, and so is Andrew.
Yes.
Dickie.
Drew.
Spoon.
I started off nice, and that didn't last long.
No.
So this is our last episode of 2019.
Oh, I thought you were gonna dramatically pause and say ever.
Yep.
So how do we get canceled?
Yeah, because I'm just gonna actually kill myself tonight. Tonight's the night.
We're gonna do it.
We did it all. We had all the thoughts.
Outside, obviously. I mean, I'm gonna just shoot myself in the head, but outside, so you guys don't have to clean up inside. Just wait for it to rain.
Yeah. We're getting a storm.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it's true. It's gonna rain on tomorrow, so we'll be good. Oh man.
I can start us off.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So I left the state again, which is something I don't do very often. Or outside of Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Outside of going to Rhode Island to be a degenerate, which 3-0 today.
That's right.
Don't call it a winning streak.
Yeah, man, you gotta ride.
And I survived Dickie's attempt to fucking mush me.
Yeah.
So I had my bet, and he goes, "Oh yeah, no, I think I'm on the Eagles too." It's like, oh fuck.
And then the Giants scored.
And the Giants like immediately tied the game up,
Just
and then the game
hung
got
around.
gross.
Yeah.
But 3-0 today. Yeah, so I went to Vermont this weekend, which I've never actually done before. Usually
The
there's
maple
not.
syrup state.
I would say usually there's not much for me in Vermont.
Outside of maple syrup
I don't ski.
and beer
I don't snowboard.
and flannel.
I did once upon a time. But I really have no desire to do any of those things again. I also don't have the desire to try to relearn how to do those things with people who like to ski and have lots of experience skiing and know what the fuck they're doing.
If you want to go, you can come with me.
I don't know if I really want to.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say because I'll
It's not you. It's
take I'm fine with that. Like I'll take my time. I'll chill. Like there may be a few runs where like if you're going down slow and be like, all right, I'm gonna head to the bottom, hop on the lift, and I'll catch you on the back around.
French fry,
Yeah.
pizza.
Yeah.
French fry.
But like I
pizza.
stick around most of the time because like I'll go skiing with people that also aren't like that great, and I'm not fucking great. Like I'm not like an all-star skier.
No, but it is.
I can hold my
And I
own.
know we were talking about it earlier, but skiing is winter golfing.
True.
It's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It requires a little bit of time.
Yeah.
And people who are like good at it, whether they think they're an elitist or not, they probably aren't. Like I probably could have grabbed a couple people. It's like, oh, dude, I really want to ski.
Yeah.
Like, will someone work with me?
Just
someone
follow me.
definitely would have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, there's no way no one would. There's no way any of them would have been like, no. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
they would have.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing with golf, like, because obviously I'm good, and some people are a little hesitant to like always, want to come play because, if it's like me, James, Chris,
Right.
we're all good.
Right.
And
Usually I'm the fourth asshole, and I'm like cursing all of you.
yeah, but it's the same. But it's the same thing. Like when you first started coming out, it would be like, okay, you'd be out there, and I'd let you hit your shots, and then all of a sudden I might grab your ball and throw it somewhere else, and you'd play from like. I'd like lead you along,
Right.
And you know
Right.
that's how it works, and I don't mind.
Are you saying you want me to tie you to me when we go down the mountain?
And then I can just follow you, just drag me.
Have you seen people? Oh, so maybe not if you don't ski that often, but that's a thing.
It's been a long time. So
That's
I
the thing
used to ski.
They'll like parents will like tie ropes around themselves and their kids, and like let the kids go in the front, and then the parents ski behind, and then you kind of just like
Control like a dog.
Yeah.
So I used to ski. I don't know what year I started, but there was a ski club at my elementary school, and I would go every Wednesday for 6 to 10 weeks. I don't remember how many.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday I'd go. It was in Neshoba Valley, so obviously not very high or anything like that.
It was like a hill.
Yeah, it's just whatever. It's a hill.
Yeah.
So I would go, and I used to ski, and then for 2 years I snowboarded, and then I have not gone since.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
What was my travel? I haven't traveled since the 7th grade. I definitely haven't skied or snowboarded since the 7th grade.
Right.
And I just really don't know if I have a desire to either. That's the other thing. Like nothing makes me really want to go.
Yeah.
But anyway, so typically I don't need to go to Vermont for anything, because why else would you go?
Yeah. Like I said,
Usually
outside
just
of
on the way to Canada.
maple syrup, beer, and flannel.
So funny story about all of that. You can buy all that stuff here. All of it.
Yeah, but like it's not the same.
You can buy the same stuff here.
Yeah, no, but it's not the same.
So
They have foliage.
So Michaela, previous guest, friend of the show, she'll
friend
be
of the
listening
show.
to this.
What's up, Michaela?
She invites me to go. She asked me, like, hey, do you want to come up? And my immediate reaction is no.
Yeah.
But yes, like, because I'm a pain in the ass. Like, you
Yeah.
ask me to do anything, and I have to say no immediately.
Right.
So yeah, no, I'm like, yeah, I'll go. Like, whatever. Like, they have a house up there. It's their first year in this house. Like, whatever, I'll go. The whole family was up there, and I've met them a couple times, and you know, I can hold my own, whatever.
Drink them all under the table.
Whatever, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
So I'm like looking at it, and it's 3.5 hours. I'm like, fuck, I have never driven that far myself. Like,
Yeah, by
so
yourself.
when we drove to Baltimore, I drove for maybe 2 hours and 15 minutes, maybe 2.5. I'm not really sure. There was also 3 of us in the car.
Right.
And yeah, we left that night too. So I'm like, nights are a little tough, whatever. So I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know when to leave. I don't know how bad it's gonna be. So all of those things are going through my head.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck it, whatever. It's Vermont. Like,
Yeah.
if I hit whatever. If it takes me fucking 6 hours to get there, I'll just drive off a bridge before then. Like, I'll find plenty of them.
Yeah.
So I left because I had to work, so I left on a Friday at like 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
3.5 hours. I may have stopped. I stopped once to piss.
Okay.
And I stopped once to get gas because I didn't know what kind of world I was going into. Like, I didn't know if there was going to be gas stations.
Yeah.
So I got gas. I didn't need gas, but I got it just to like have it so that I could then leave
to get far enough.
and to get back to civilization, just in case.
Yeah.
So it was like 3.5 hours. Stopped once. Get all the way up there. It's a Sugar Bush area, so it's Warren, Vermont, and I'm instructed to take exit 9 in Vermont.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. So I'm following the GPS, and you know, I'm driving. I'm like, where the fuck is this place? How fucking far away is Vermont? And GPS, take the exit on the right. I'm like, okay. I get off the exit. I go, fuck. I wasn't supposed to do that.
Yeah.
I was supposed to take exit 9. I took exit 5, and I'm like, all right, well, whatever. And the reason I was supposed to take exit 9 and not 5 was I was supposed to drive a little further, and you drive around, so it's a little bit longer of a drive. But the way it was phrased to me is like, you have to like kind of go up and down like a mountain kind of thing. It gets a little sketchy.
Yeah. So like exit 9 you do is real roads.
Yeah, so it'd be more like real roads.
Yeah.
But I'm like, whatever. Like,
I have a Corolla.
So what I thought was, that's the other thing, I am driving a Corolla. So the thing I thought though, I was looking around and I'm like, okay, it's not that cold. It hasn't been that cold.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's been snowing. So I don't know, like, how bad is it going to...
That's almost worse. Because then it creates like almost like mud season.
Well, so...
Like at least if it's been cold, the ground's frozen.
So it turns out there's a lot of dirt roads.
Yeah.
That I didn't know about.
Yep.
So it had rain there too. Didn't know that.
Yep.
And like when they all skied on Friday and it was raining, so like it washed away most of the snow. Like it was actually for like ski weather, it was terrible, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Everyone else seemed to think otherwise. I don't really know. I usually think you want some snow, but like they seemed like it was gonna be all right. Whatever.
Yeah.
So I get off the highway to exit 5, and like I go around, and it's a little windy, and it kind of sucks. And there's actual people on the road. I figured I would just be like the only one. And then I like get through, and I see that it's a dirt road. I'm like, here we are. So I'm like going down the dirt road. It's, you know, it's not too bad. You know, you ride the brake, you're going down, whatever. So I get through there. I'm like, oh, well, that wasn't too bad. Driving along on pavement. Taking your next right on Western Mountain Road. I'm thinking, oh, whatever. Western Mountain Road is a dirt road where I'm ascending, I'm climbing.
Nice.
And I'm actually in the car, and I go, wow, this might get a little iffy. I go, and there's a car behind me, too, so I guess we'll just see how this goes. And this guy followed me for a wicked long time, too. I'm like, there's no way. Like, how does this happen?
Yeah. Well, it's like places like that. Like, there's really only one place you're going.
Pretty much.
Like, if you're on that road at that
This,
time,
we're probably going
you're only going
really to the same
You're
area.
going to the same area. Yeah.
He was your murderer. He latched onto you. Like everyone gets their own.
He didn't do a very good job, so.
If he breaks down, he's mine.
So I'm ascending up Western Mountain Road, and I'm like, all right, maintain the speed, just keep it going, like we're good here.
Use the inertia.
Don't fucking lay off, like just go. Like if another car starts coming, you still go. Like,
yeah.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right, so we get to the top, then it starts coming down, and it's like I'm just riding the fucking brake. Like I'm riding the brake, driving like 40 down this winding dirt road in fucking buttfuck Vermont.
Nice.
No lights, nothing.
Nice.
I get through it. I'm like, all right, I made it. I made it down Western Mountain Road. I see it's straight, and I'm taking a right onto their street.
Yeah.
I get on their street, and I'm like, okay, so the mountain, they get sketchy, right?
Yeah.
That still wasn't the sketchy part. So I thought I had survived this thing twice.
Yeah.
And the road that they live on is a dirt road again.
Yeah.
And you know, it's a little up and down, you know, whatever, windy. And then we get to like a little straight part. And another truck is coming towards me.
Good.
So there's enough room for both.
Yeah.
There's plenty of room. It's actually plenty wide.
Yeah.
But that is when I start moving side to side. So it wasn't the mountains. It wasn't up and down. It was the flat, which makes sense because where's the water going to accumulate?
Right.
It's not going to accumulate
on the mountain.
It's going to accumulate at the bottom or on the flats.
Yeah.
So that's where I start moving side to side. Somehow, don't know how, got past this truck, and I am fucking like on edge. Because I get past this truck and now it's downhill, and I'm like, my fucking god, I just started sliding side to side in this mud.
Yeah.
I go, and now I gotta go downhill. I'm like, I got the hazards on, I'm driving like fucking 10. Like, I'm like, I'm a fucking mess right now.
I need a cigarette.
I needed fucking crack, like, or fucking opium.
Heroin.
I needed opium to fucking take me down.
Yeah.
So I'm going.
Some ketamine.
It starts like the road. So like at that point, I noticed like, okay, so I can kind of move a little bit. Like we're good here.
Mm-hmm.
I get to their, I guess, driveway, their dirt road.
Yeah.
Which leads up to the house.
Yeah.
I get up the dirt road. And then I'm there, and I'm like, I needed to sit in the car for like 2 minutes. Like I had her come out, like she met me out there. I'm like, I need to sit here for a second. I go,
That was a lot.
I didn't know if I was gonna A, get stuck, B, go sliding into a fucking tractor, or C, go sliding into a fucking cow farm. Like I didn't know if the car was gonna make it. Because also this is, by the time I got up there, this is right around 9 o'clock at night, so I can't see anything.
Right.
I mean, I have my glasses on, so I can literally see, but
I can't see without my glasses.
I don't know what the road is. So,
yeah.
Which helpful because I didn't see any of this shit.
Right.
I was just kind of going.
Yeah.
But I finally get up there, and I'm like, that sucked. It's like, oh, what happened? I didn't take exit 9. And she's like, what the fuck? You did? I'm like, yeah, that was a mess. Whatever. Like,
it's over. I'm here.
And then I get inside, and everyone's like, "Oh, you made it? Yep. How was the ride?" I took exit 5. They were like, "Huh, that must have been fun, huh?"
You poor bastard.
Like, yeah, because her father drives a Wrangler with big tires, so he can get through that shit. I mean, probably
Right.
not with ease, but much easier than I did.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking Corolla. Should have thrown in sport mode.
Yeah. That may have made it worse.
Oh, it made it way worse. I would have spun out.
Yeah.
So I got there. So Vermont, and then it's like, so truthfully, with the way this thing goes, they have like 40-something acres, like in their land. Like there's a fucking pond, there's horses, all this fucking space.
Yeah.
There's a fucking hunting station set up.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's where you go when the zombie apocalypse happens. We learned that from that movie with Will Smith. What's that? I Am Legend.
You just go to Vermont.
Yeah, that's where the compound was. It's like someone had like a 40, 50 acre like thing, and that's where all the humans lived.
Yeah. So I mean, so I made it. Got to Vermont, one piece, little on edge,
Yeah, yeah, slightly.
and it's like, oh, you need a drink? I'm like, I need 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I go, I need 5 minutes, and then I'm probably gonna 3 or 4 touch a beer.
Do you have any rubbing alcohol?
Like, that was the thing. She's like, oh, do you want like bourbon? I'm like, no. Let me
Yeah.
do this. I'm gonna 3 or 4 touch a beer,
Yep.
and then I'll be good to go.
Let me take a breath and chug something. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So outside of that, so because I didn't ski, so
Yeah.
I didn't get what you would probably consider the whole Vermont experience.
Mhm.
But like, so we like kind of like walked around their property, kind of like saw what it was, like what's going on. We had the dogs, so it's like that's like what people do sometimes. I was
Yeah.
fucking dying. I like we must
You
have
said
walked.
there wasn't a lot of snow,
There was no snow, like on the property. There was nothing.
so you can't go snowshoeing.
No, they had them, but there was no snow on the property.
White people love snowshoeing.
White people love a lot of things.
I've never gone.
I was
It
in a
is,
but
it is the biggest waste. I don't. Maybe I'm just a fat fuck, which I am. But I wasn't this fat when I did it. Like 4 or 5 years ago with one of my ex-girlfriends, we went snowshoeing, and I was like, this isn't enjoyable for me. Like I'm still sinking in the snow, but now I have like just a larger foot.
I have tennis rackets.
Yeah,
Big
like I
footprint.
just this isn't fun.
Snowshoeing and cross country skiing, I've never understood.
No.
And I don't see the thing is like I don't really care about nature. Like I don't care about trees.
Cross country skiing, I get it,
I've also never done that one, so I can't really dog it too hard.
but
Snowshoeing seems the
snowshoeing
dumbest.
is absolutely asinine.
It seems like the dumbest.
It's like, yeah, no, hey, why don't I just wear my boots and I'll just walk through the snow?
Yeah, because you still have to pick your legs up. And
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yep.
so we're like on the property, and they were like, "Oh, let's go for a walk, whatever." So like we went down to the horses. The horses were there. They're not their horses, someone else's horses, but they're like on the property. I don't know how property lines work.
Were the
There's
horses,
no real rules.
Were the horses in the back?
What's that supposed to mean? I don't get it.
It's that song.
I'm
That
gonna
stupid
take
song.
my horse to a hotel room. Fuck my horse tonight.
Right.
That song.
Oh yeah. So no one was playing that song. No.
Oh, okay.
And
And so the horses weren't in the back.
They were just like down. They were just.
They were
horsing.
scattered.
They were horsing.
They were doing
There's only
horse
2
shit.
of them.
Horses doing horse stuff.
Yeah. There's only 2 of them. Whatever. Eating grass and taking giant shits, whatever they do. So like walking around and like we like kind of like loop down by the pond, then we come back up, which leads like kind of like what would be just like left of the house. I don't know if that's due east or whatever, but we're walking, which must have been. It felt like a fucking. It really felt like a south feel, but maybe it was southwest. I don't know. So
Where
I didn't
was
see
the sun,
Texas, but
approximately?
so we're just walking, and we must have walked for I don't know 45 minutes. Like we walked fucking forever.
Michaela's probably listening to this right now, being like, "Dude, it was like 8 minutes."
So we walked for like 45 minutes, and we get to like some point, and we're like, I kind of wasn't feeling it anymore, and like half the group was kind of fading,
Yeah.
but half the group was definitely not fading.
Mm.
And then we were like, hey, I think we're gonna head back. And then her mother with one of the dogs was like, yeah, me too. And then her cousin was like, yeah, I'll head back too. We're
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, we've been faking it this whole time.
So-
He hated too.
So yeah, so that 45-minute walk that we definitely went on,
Yeah, the 8-minute one.
we were probably out of the woods in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then like the clearing might have been another 5.
Yeah.
And like when we got to the clearing, I took the dog and I just kind of went with him.
Yeah.
And I was fucking hustling with this dog. And
Get me
we
the
get
fuck
like
out
up
of
the
here.
hill, and we probably were like 5 minutes ahead of them.
Yeah.
And I am dying at the top of the hill, like dying. And like they come up the hill and they're like, man, I'm in such bad shape. I go, yeah, me too. They go, oh no, you should be good. I go, when the fuck do I ever take a dog
Yeah.
walking uphill in Tim's
I walked uphill both ways.
Both ways I walked uphill.
Barefoot, in the snow.
In the snow. With, like, walking the dog, like, at a furious pace with these Tims. I'm at the top and I'm dying. I go, I lift weights. That's what I do. I'm a fucking weight room meathead.
Yeah.
Not this shit. Yeah, I can push a sled, but
yeah,
that's not what I did here either.
Right.
But after that, we did some hipster shit. Oh no, before that, we did some hipster shit. We went to the
brewery.
Well, we went to the coffee store first.
Oh yeah, hipster coffee.
Yep. So we got some hipster coffee. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I just got. I don't.
Everything.
I don't get the crazy shit.
Is hipster. You're also Sugar Bush is pretty close to Burlington.
Yeah.
So that's like hipster capital of like everywhere.
So we went to the coffee store. We got whatever. And in the coffee store, it looks like someone goes like antiquing or like estate sales, garage sales, whatever.
Yeah.
So they have like all these trinkets and shit, and it's like, hey, here's this random set of glasses. It's the only one. It's not like we're not doing retail. There's no stock of this shit.
Right.
And on a piece of paper, like tape, it says like $5.
Yeah.
So the thing that I saw that was the best was just this little like probably the porcelain. It was just said, and on the little sticker on it just says egg $5.99. And I'm like, first of all, why are you charging the $99? That's what I don't get.
Like just make it $6.
Just make it $6. Like, are you really gonna give me the penny for it?
Right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So, so they offered me an egg in my trying times.
Nice.
So we go walk around the whatever. Then we went to Lawson's, the brewery, and I've heard of the Sip of Sunshine, and
that is pretty good. Yeah.
So I think people do like their beer, and I will say Lawson's is actually good. It's not just like, hey, it's a brewery and they have IPAs and cool. It tastes like every other brewery IPA I've ever had.
You can really taste the floral notes and the nuts and the pine. Like, shut the fuck up with that.
Nope.
Yeah.
And actually, luckily, couple beer snobs in the crew, but basically someone's like, hey, try this. I go, what is it? He goes, it's a triple IPA. Just drink it. It's like 10%.
Yeah. Okay.
And I got like the Whistle Pig something or other. It was like a brown ale Whistle Pig. It didn't say it, but I assume it was in barrels, like Whistle Pig barrels or something.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good. They actually serve food at that one.
Oh.
Like pretzels and apparently you can get a cheese board and charcuterie anywhere in Vermont. Like that's just what they do.
Yeah, dude, Vermont cheese.
Yeah. I've heard they've had cheese.
Cabot. Right?
Cabot.
That's the place.
Yeah, sure. So I also in there the lines too, just rifle through lines. Like we got there and the line was like wrapping around the place and it's like 2 minutes. I was like actually almost not ready to order beer by the time we were at the front.
Yeah.
So Lawson's is actually, I would say it's actually cracked up to what people say.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I've had the Sip of Sunshine before and it is really good.
Yeah.
So I can at least confirm on that.
Yeah. And then after that we went to the mountain, we went to the bar. I mean, that was just a bar.
Yeah.
And then other than that, just like watch some football, drank a bunch of Bud Light.
Nice.
But other than that, that was my. So I have made it to Vermont, and I've driven 3.5 hours.
Was that the first time you went to Vermont?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Again, it's like the only other time that I actually even considered going to Vermont was one Burlington because I hear Burlington's fun.
Yeah.
But never really actually put a plan into place.
Right.
And then the other time I was like 13. And a friend of mine, we were thinking about going fishing up there. Like his parents were gonna get like a thing, and in the summer we were gonna go up to Lake Champlain and fish.
Yeah. You know what? Somewhere like that. Now that I'm thinking about it, like a Burlington or even like around like Killington in the summertime can be good. So obviously this year where we have New Orleans because all you fucks are turning 30.
Yep.
But that would be a good spot for a guys' weekend because it is very isolated.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of those places where we go for 4 days and we might show up with, like, 400 beers and, like, not leave for the entire weekend. Because there may only be, like, one bar in town, but, like, we just hang out. You know what I mean? Like,
that's the thing. Like, if that's going to be the case, like, we need to come up with something to do. I cannot just sit on a couch and drink Bud Light for 3 straight days.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I can barely do it when we have something to do.
True.
Usually I have to switch to fucking bitch drinks on the third day. Or Captain and Ginger rally sodas.
True. Because I was thinking that's where my cousin's bachelor party, his buddy is like super fucking rich, and they have a house across the street from Killington.
Yeah.
And it sounds similar.
That's like exit 1 in Vermont, right?
Yeah, it's not as far
Yeah.
up.
So that would be probably 2 and change.
Yeah,
to get there.
Between 2 and 3. Yeah.
Well, 2 and 3 is. So I think to get to exit 1 was like 2:15.
Okay.
So to take exit 1 off 89, then wherever else distance to get where we're going. I don't know if it's 30 minutes off the highway or not, but
yeah. For my cousin's bachelor party, like that, it was like it's a mansion on a huge plot of land. They had a pond in the backyard. They had all kinds of toys. Like we almost flipped the van. Like we were driving the van through the backyard and there was a huge hill. And we were like, fuck it, let's just fucking gun it. So we gun it. There's no seatbelts in the van either.
Oh, that's so weird.
We just gunned the van and we just hit the fucking hill and we got airborne. It wasn't like super high. Like we may have only been like 4 feet off the ground, but like there was like 8 of us in a fucking van and we were 4 feet off the ground. And we like hit the ground and bounce and like tilt to the side, and then it's one of those like, oh shit, and then everyone leans the other way and then it goes back down and we're like, whoa, that was fucking nuts. And then there's some asshole in the group who's like, let's do it again.
No.
Yeah, so but like it sounds like a similar, but we were also only there for two days.
Yeah.
I think I went up on a Friday and I came home Sunday.
Yeah.
So
but other than that, I mean, the rest of ski season is, not only is it tough for me, period, with work.
Right.
Because if I'm gonna go again, I think I would like for it to be a long weekend to give me that like extra day of flexibility.
Yeah. Martin Luther King.
I'm working.
That's the shit.
So Martin Luther King and President's Day, as far as the state is concerned, they're not considered like real holidays.
Right. They're like school holidays.
Yeah. So so most places
they're
will
not
close.
federal holidays.
Well, they're not federal, but like, so just the insight. Like there's some holidays that if you work, you're supposed to get paid time and a half and stuff. Mm-hmm. Those aren't one of them.
Right.
But there are others that you are. So
that's when you close.
That's typically when we close.
Yeah.
Also, since none of us are really like, ski people, we're not doing anything better. Right. Like
true.
3rd week of January or February, like we're not really doing anything.
Yeah.
So we just work.
Yeah.
But I do want to go up there and play golf. I think that would be pretty sick.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck man, I want to go skiing. I think I'm gonna go up tomorrow night.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Yeah. Ski Tuesday morning.
Just impromptu.
Yeah.
Just go and fucking get it on.
You just gotta check. Honestly, you'll just have to check the weather because I know it's not supposed to be awesome.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll be fine.
Well, you can still do what you want here. I'm just saying you're gonna have to check because there's gonna be a fucking blizzard up there, and you might not be able to leave when you want.
Right. I may have to leave earlier or later. Yeah. But I don't know. It's oh man, I fucking love skiing so much. I didn't really get to go a ton I think I only went 2 or 3 times last year. The year before, I may have only gone once. And then, but before that, when I was a kid, I used to go all the fucking time. I used to go almost every weekend. But fucking love skiing. Anyway, that's my white people shit coming out.
Yeah.
So I want to share something with you guys and see what you guys think. So my buddy Matt, who doesn't listen to the show because fuck Matt, but he sent me and him and Derek have a group chat, and he sent me this screenshot where, so Matt's in the fitness industry still, and so he tried to make a post about the new year, and he's obviously a coach and he works for a gym, and he's talking about weight loss and saying if you want nutrition coaching, talk to me, whatever, all this stuff. And in the post he was talking about you have the power within yourself to make changes, try not to rely on other people. He was being very positive about it. Yeah. So he tried to make a post on Instagram and it got blocked.
Why?
And they came back to him and they said that your post mentions body image or something related to people's bodies, and I'm not bullshitting you on this part, and it said, and this might make some people feel bad. So we can't allow you to post this.
But there's so much stuff on Instagram. How did they nitpick that one?
Right?
For body shaming?
It's got to be an algorithm for words where it like picks out certain words that are together. So because he was talking about
did he mention,
you
like,
have the
fat
power.
percentage?
No. He was saying like you have the power like intrinsically to motivate and do like it was like an uplifting message, but they wouldn't let him post it.
So Facebook owns Instagram, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you do ads on Facebook, and I assume Instagram is the same process, but Facebook ads need to get approved.
They're crazy guidelines.
And
I've done them before.
yeah, and
Oh, his was an ad?
No.
but they have, so they at least have the technology. They don't like, so this is for ads, not just regular posts, because regular posts are different rules. Right? If I wanted to make a post and just write "I'm a cunt," I probably could.
Yeah.
But
Hi, I'm a cunt. Please
Yes.
donate 3 cents to me. I don't deserve more.
So one of the things with ads, and obviously with the fitness industry, is they screen for unrealistic promises. So things like weight loss,
Here,
like
keep
drop
this
this many pounds.
Yeah.
They're also real weird with the word "you." Like when you do an ad, they don't want you saying like
Don't single them out like you're talking
you
to
can whatever. Like it's one of those really, really strange things where if you want to do like an ad where it's like, hey, I'm running an 8-week transformation contest where you could lose 5 pounds.
5 lucky winners will.
8 weeks. You could lose 8 pounds or more in the program.
Yeah.
You know, that would never get through.
It's gonna get flagged.
That would never get through.
Huh.
Through the power of love, you will lose.
So, but if you said something like,
Get rid of that.
like 8-week transformation challenge, previous participants have met their goal, like met their nutritional and fitness goals.
Yeah, you have to be crafty about
So
it.
basically, you need to use like unbiased scientific like wording for it, like.
Yeah,
here's
yeah.
data.
You just have to
We
like.
can't prove anything,
So-
but we can say this is.
And that's what it comes down to, unrealistic expectations in a way. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Okay.
if you want to sell something on Facebook or run an ad, you can't say you will lose whatever pounds because it's unrealistic.
Right.
Or it's not. It could be realistic, but maybe not.
Yeah, what if you're like in a wheelchair and you are blind? If you do our program, you
Pretty
will
sure
live
if
this
they're-
this way. If you
Pretty
if
sure
you
they
do
won't
this
be reading
program,
that
you're
ad.
gonna,
Man.
Yeah. If they're blind, they're probably not gonna be reading the ad.
maybe their computer comes in braille.
But it's weird because I've never heard of regular posts doing
Yeah.
that.
Maybe he tried to boost his Instagram post or something.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Does he? He probably also has a quote unquote business account, right?
I think he probably.
So there's
does.
different rules for a business versus a personal account too.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, he
But he
kind of
said
made me
that.
feel bad, so I would probably report him because like.
But like, holy
oh,
shit, dude! Like, you can't.
Yeah.
Like, literally, the explanation said that makes some people feel bad, so we can't let you post. Like, that's what we're coming down to now.
Yep.
Like, this is the bullshit. Like, this is
Yeah,
insane.
people feel bad.
Man,
This
But that's
is
the thing is,
awful.
obviously, it triggered words. Like words triggered it.
Yeah.
Not someone's not sitting back there reading.
Yeah.
You're like, oh wait, this ad got flagged. Hold on, let me read it.
Right.
Oh no, this one's good.
It's
No.
all.
It gets
automated,
flagged and
yeah,
then-
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there was like ads in Florida that I saw, like sponsored ads that show up in Florida servers. So you see it on Instagram, like
Yeah.
a guy running for governor was like, those people, we don't want them. And that gets through, and I was like, Jesus, he's holding a shotgun.
Yeah, because there's no trigger words.
Right.
But
Holy shit.
he gives the hey tap on the nose. You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
We like our good Florida customs and standards.
That's so bad.
Good old
So
days.
that's it's actually kind of similar to this thing I heard the other day when I was listening to one of the podcasts I listened to. They were talking about the word quantum supremacy. So there was something that came out and said, so it has to do with like quantum mechanics and like quantum computing and things like that. So it's physics. And it's talking about like data processing and stuff like that. And they're saying that Google has quantum supremacy over all other tech companies right now, just because of how they are. Well,
Did someone say that's racist?
somebody came out and said that you can't say the word quantum supremacy anymore because it reminds me of white supremacy. So we need to change what we're doing here. Like, holy shit.
To be fair, their motherboards were white and they had privilege.
But like, that's a physics thing. Like it's technology. They have quantum computing supremacy. Like their computers are better than everyone else's computers, so they are supreme. They hold quantum supremacy.
See, this is getting worse the more you explain it.
It has nothing to do with white supremacy.
Are you saying that because those computers had a privilege at first because Google is older, that they have supremacy, so they are naturally better than...
No, it has nothing to do with older.
Dude, I'm equating
computers'
this to
lives
race
matter.
right now.
Computers' lives matter.
Computer lives matter. Get over it, bro.
You guys are just saying that to hedge your bets in case the computers take over.
I mean, dude, they're gonna at some point.
I'm gonna turn so
fuck
fast.
them. Computer lives don't matter.
Way too early.
Come get, hey,
We'll be on their side.
my iPhone and my computer and everything. Come get me first.
They're just gonna, but like they're not gonna like come get you and like kill you. They're just gonna kind of like just annoy the shit out of you for the rest of your life.
Well, they do that already.
Because they're smart enough to know what you want.
Yeah.
And will not grant it to you.
I'll forever just be stuck on like 2G.
Yeah.
2G
Where
network.
you're processing.
This is how we'll get them.
Maybe you're the reason the Wi-Fi sucks.
I'm gonna be always buffering.
You have DSL.
Everything is constantly buffering.
Everything's buffering out of spite for me.
It's like, God damn it, just grab your phone. Just fucking kill me.
No. Fuck you, Jared. Bitch.
But yeah, now that's where we're at. You can't say quantum supremacy.
I get where they're coming from because when you said
How?
I'm not defending it. I get what you're saying because when you said supremacy, the first thing I thought was white supremacy. But when you think of that, you just shut up. You just don't care about
You're
it.
like, oh yeah, it's the same word, but like whatever.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. Oh, the cock is roosting. Did you just fucking make me picture a penis?
Like, are we no longer allowed to say like the power button on the TV because of white power?
What color is the button?
Yeah,
It's red.
Ooh.
On most TVs. Well,
it's
some
white
TVs
power,
it's black.
but it's reminding
Sometimes
me.
it's black.
That's reminding me that white people took over the red or black button.
Right, but this is like, where do you draw the line? Like, how? I feel like
I want.
this is just
thoughts.
absurd. We're getting to the point of absolute absurdity.
I mean, it's always
And
a
people
small. They're
are-
always like that, though.
Yeah, but
It's always been that way. It's always an asshole. Like all my life, it's always been an asshole.
yeah.
They're just a new
But
asshole.
at
a
some
new
point,
version.
someone has to be like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, how has no one told these people to just shut the fuck up?
Because no one has the balls to do it.
I'll do it.
Yeah, everyone's always been that way. You just avoid them. Just
Like,
when they do stupid
certain
shit.
things, whatever. Like, this pains me that I'm about to say this. But the Instagram thing with Matt, I understand it at least. Like, it's an algorithm, it's a computer, like, it's just searching for words that are together,
Right.
and then it just does a thing.
Well, like the big thing.
So, like, stuff like that, whatever,
it's
and I
flag.
understand, like, the losing weight thing, and people are sensitive about that. Quantum supremacy is talking about computers.
White computer.
Just because the same word is used in something else that means something totally different doesn't mean that we can't use that word anymore.
Imagine that. Like, people getting bent out of shape over the word supremacy.
Ooh.
That's what I mean. It's the
We
word
should
supremacy.
so does that mean we have to get rid of Supreme too?
Supreme leader. Uh-oh, we gotta get rid of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Well,
So
no, they're the bad guys, so it's okay.
They have he has an accent. It's
How did you know it was the bad guys?
Shit. Because society.
What
has,
color were they wearing?
I'm fat.
It's the color of the power button!
I don't see color. Fuck.
Wow. That just came full circle.
Yeah.
People equate things weirdly or appropriately, and it's annoying. That's all I can say.
But like,
People, you should just say, "Hey, shut up."
yeah, hey, shut the fuck up.
I think reason didn't prevail with like the fat shaming thing, and people like, you can't fat shame at all. Yeah, I get it, but then like,
Right, I'm still gonna do it.
But no, like yeah.
I understand, but like, I'm still gonna do it.
It's unhealthy to be fat. Like, well, you're right, but just don't say it. Like, but why do I gotta not say it?
The funniest thing when someone tells you you can't say something or you shouldn't say something, the best response is, why?
Yeah. Yeah. What's gonna happen?
You make people feel.
Well, like especially with kids because they're not smart enough to formulate an argument.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you can't say that. Why? They're like, well,
I don't know, because society says so.
I go, what am I gonna do? Get suspended from school?
Yeah.
I go, my dad gonna yell at me?
This is like.
I go, is my boss gonna find out? I go, what's the worst that happens? And they don't know. I go, the worst that happens is you go home and tell your parents, and then I have to have a conversation with them.
Yeah.
God forbid I have to have a human conversation with a human being.
This is like a mirror image of like New Bedford, where I have to be like, don't fucking say that, because like they say things terrorists would say.
Yeah. Now.
Like, she's gonna kill herself. She's crying right now. Stop telling her to stop crying. Calling her pansy or something. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like.
Now
I
I say now with the kids. They'll say something, I go, you can't say that. They go, why? I'm like, okay, cool. You were putting it on me. I go, because you sound like an idiot.
There's that. That's
I'm like, I go, you're in the gym. I go, there's some parents around. There might be some little kids. Mm-hmm. You sound like a dumbass.
Right.
So shut up. And I'm the one telling you, I don't want you saying that. This is my business.
Right.
I don't want you saying that stuff. And for you shouldn't want to say that stuff because you sound like an idiot.
Right.
Like, if you are an idiot, fine. Shut your mouth so people don't find out.
Don't
let them confirm it.
Don't let people know that you're an idiot.
Yeah. That's what Chris Healy's lacrosse coach told him that.
Yeah.
He goes, everyone can think you're a dumbass. Don't open your mouth and confirm it.
Yeah. That's, is that a Mark Twain quote or something? I think it's one of those guys. And it said, don't bother arguing with a moron, because outsiders can't tell the difference. It's like something along those lines.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good quote.
That's actually really true when you like look at like comments.
Yeah.
That guilty pleasure, like, wait, I don't know who's right yet, so I have to keep reading.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking at two potential idiots.
Yeah.
So if you see it in public.
Yeah. I fucking love reading.
Dumbasses.
God, it's so good.
So it's my favorite.
Especially on gambling Twitter comments are pretty good too.
Oh yeah.
I used to have someone from Taunton, like, I think he was a crack baby.
Okay.
And he used to
make him a bad guy.
No.
He was a bad guy.
He was a bad guy for other reasons.
That doesn't make him a bad
guy.
It doesn't make him a bad guy.
Right.
True. But it makes him very unhinged. And he always had his Facebook public, so I always just moseyed on over, because he would post once a day his thoughts, and they would be the thoughts like a high school thought, and he's like 25 by now, and it's still the same. He just recently stopped posting. I'm pretty upset about it.
He probably died.
No, he's still alive. He's been in and out of jail for like selling drugs or doing stuff like that.
Just
I got my house. I got things going on. I bought it for my parents, and I share it with a bunch of other people. And also it's great. And then I kind of lost my house because I went to jail for 6 months. Shit, I'm gonna get things back on track.
I'm gonna start selling drugs again.
Yo, why these bitches always being so stupid? It's like that's a post.
That's always the best. Like, I love, like, kind of perusing through Facebook. And on Facebook, not Twitter. Like, people that use Facebook like Twitter are fucking weird to me. But someone will post on Facebook and be like, yo, fuck that bitch. I'm like, what?
That's amazing.
Like,
I love
what?
it.
Like, what does that even mean?
Who are you talking
You're
about?
on the wrong medium.
Yes.
And
like, go to Twitter.
Yes.
And if
because it's much more understandable.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if he had a crowd, he's losing the crowd. He's always constantly losing the crowd. I love those people.
Right. It's just so weird.
He just said something that all the women are not going to like. Oh, you said something racist.
Yeah.
You're really just alienating yourself.
Yeah. Yo, fuck these bitches. What are you even talking about?
I hate
and then like the post immediately below is someone you went to high school with that's like now a realtor, and it's like, oh, buy this house that I'm selling. And it's like, what the fuck is going on?
Hey, look, this person's pregnant again.
Yeah, no, literally, and then the next, and then the one above it is a fucking picture of an ultrasound.
Yeah,
and it's like,
someone's getting engaged.
Yeah.
Someone's getting engaged below that. And then someone else hates their ex or father of their child or whatever.
Dude, Facebook is such a weird place. It's so
I
weird.
don't like it.
I want to delete it. I keep wanting to. I don't know.
I just
yeah.
So weird.
Wow. Speaking of weird, also, actually, before we get to the grand, what it's not, I was gonna say call it the coup d'état. That's not what it's called.
Coup de grace.
Coup de grace, maybe, yeah.
Well, that's the phrase you were looking for. I don't really
Yes.
know if it fits.
Yeah.
I don't say dumb shit.
So me and Dickie finished the Mandalorian.
Wait, was episode 8 the last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you finish it?
No, I only got to 7.
Okay.
I had drinking to do when everyone watched it on Friday.
Was it 7 or 8 with Jason Sudeikis?
That was 8, the beginning of 8.
Okay.
I loved it.
Yeah, so episode 7 ended with Baby Yoda getting picked up by the stormtroopers.
Right.
And the mustache man was presumably left for dead, but I'm not buying it.
Mustache man.
Okay,
You mean the weird looking guy?
Yeah.
Does he have a mustache?
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, he did. It was...
If he didn't,
So-
you knew who I was talking about.
Spoiler alerts, obviously.
Don't spoil episode 8 for me, though.
But all right, so I'm not going to spoil episode 8, but
Okay.
there's one quick scene that like doesn't it literally has nothing to do with the entire
beginning?
episode.
The 2 stormtroopers?
Yeah, so there's a scene
great
with two stormtroopers that came by and scooped up
Yeah.
Baby Yoda. There's literally like it's a 3-minute scene, and it's
About that.
nothing. It's
It's-
like if you took it out,
Well, it's...
no change. But what happens is the stormtroopers are Jason Sudeikis
And Adam Pally.
who are
Jason Sudeikis from Horrible Bosses.
yes.
Okay,
Yep.
I don't know who the other man
Adam
is.
Pally's just a comedian's comedian. He'd be like,
Okay,
if you know comedians,
Yeah.
that's who you know.
So they were the 2 stormtroopers,
All right.
and so they had Baby Yoda in a bag in a little knapsack. Jason Sudeikis wanted to see Baby Yoda. He
No,
kept trying
Adam
to
Pally
talk.
wanted to. Sorry.
All right, whatever. It doesn't
One of
matter.
them.
One of them wanted to see Baby Yoda, but
Okay.
he was in the knapsack, and the other one was like, no. And they like argued about
No,
it,
you just want to see him.
and then like they said something, and he was like, yeah, whatever. And like they open it, and he fucking like sticks his hand in his face, and he bites him, so he punches him. And then before that, also he was like moving around in the knapsack,
Yeah.
and Jason Sudeikis fucking nailed him twice, like just to get him to stop moving. Well,
Oh God, I know where this is going.
what do you think? How do you think people reacted to that scene?
Child, animal, and any other kind of abuse that you can think of.
Yep.
Well, I mean, people probably said it facetiously, I think. Like,
I
I
don't give
don't
people
know.
that much credit.
you're on Twitter.
Some
and
people
you-
definitely.
So yeah,
That's
no,
what
some
I-
people for sure, but
Like, I would go on his Twitter and be like, yo, stop hitting the fucking Yoda, dude.
Twitter and a bunch of different like news places post a lot of arguments that were, articles with people that were upset, very upset with Jason Sudeikis and how he treated Baby Yoda and how he beat him.
News title: Is this condoning animal abuse? Thoughts?
Right.
Child abuse?
Was it animal or child? Did they go with either?
Child
No,
animal
I think
abuse.
I think it was child.
Oh my God.
So
50 years old.
my response, yeah, Yoda, Baby Yoda is 50 years old in the show. So my immediate response is,
Fuck
you guys know that's CGI, right?
He didn't hit anything.
You didn't actually hit anything. Newsflash, guys. Baby Yoda isn't real. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm so sorry. Spoiler alert. I hate that I just ruined that for some of you people.
Yeah.
But Baby Yoda is not real. It doesn't exist. Not a real thing. Jedi's not real.
It is
Whoa.
Disney, so it might be a
I wouldn't
child
go as
actor.
far. Hold on, I wouldn't go as far
I've
as
seen
say
a dog movie.
Jedi's aren't real.
Yeah.
And lightsabers with a definite end. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a beam of light that is a predetermined length. I mean that happens in nature,
You're right. You're right.
or
actually.
at least in space.
Disney's had this troubling trend with dog movies we've seen, and now you're beating fake children because you can't beat real dogs.
So
like,
so
how
we're
do
gonna put it
people
this
get
way.
upset
so
about
we got child and/or animal abuse, and it is one not a living thing. It is a CGI.
Yes. And it is also neither a child nor an animal.
Yes. Yes.
It's 50 years old and it's a Yoda. It's
Also,
a thing.
If we're
It's a humanoid creature.
if we're concerned about the criminal activity here, How about the abduction
Right?
of this not child, not living,
Yeah.
not
Also,
animal thing?
last episode, guy that was carrying the kid shot dead. Murder is murder better or worse than bopping a child on the head, hitting a child
For moving around too much.
Oh God, I kind of okay with murder all of a sudden. I guess
Yep.
I'm gonna make.
Don't worry about the murder. Don't worry about the criminal uprising that they came from.
Yep.
And Jason Sudeikis is an actor.
He is, yes.
I believe, right?
He
He's
is.
an actor.
And
Last time I
So,
checked.
so when he is acting,
Uh-huh.
it's not a reflection on his.
Oh, no. That's
And
not
there's
true.
no solid proof that
What
both
you
of
play,
them were
what you
there.
play in movies is you. That
becomes you?
That's a direct reflection of you. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
100%.
So,
Yep.
Leonardo DiCaprio
Mhm.
is dead from Titanic.
Yes.
He's also in jail forever. Catch Me If You Can.
Sean Bean has died 47 times.
Yep, Sean Bean.
There's also what Johnny Depp is eating in Gilbert Grape.
Okay.
What's eating Gilbert Grape?
There was also the Shutter Island,
Yeah.
Leo.
Yep.
He was also Gatsby, so
Yeah.
he's that too.
Yeah.
He's a-
Yeah, because remember, like, people get in trouble for the roles that they play in movies. So, like, you know, it's a direct reflection of them as a people.
Yeah.
It's not them being actors playing a character.
Right.
This
right.
is like real life stuff. Like, this
Right.
matters.
But does it? But what about how maybe they were just the voice of those stormtroopers? Maybe the true bad people that hit that fake Yoda are out there, not being blamed by the.
Wait, did they go helmets off?
No,
No,
helmets
the
on.
helmets
Helmet.
are on.
Oh, so it's just the
It was
voices.
just the voices, yeah.
So it could have been two other people that we need to blame somewhere out there.
I was saying, if we're blaming, where's the director in all this?
Right? Taika Waititi.
And if
Taika Waititi.
And if Jason Sudeikis wasn't actually acting, who struck the fake child?
Right? I don't know. We need to find this out.
And who are their
And
bosses?
we need to cancel that person.
Who are their bosses for condoning such a thing? Can we call their HR?
So this just reminded me of something I saw the other day too. Speaking of like the actor thing and like that is a representation of like who you are as a person. Peloton husband.
Yeah.
Did you see this?
Yep, bought his girlfriend.
He
a
bought
Peloton.
his girlfriend in real life a Peloton.
Did you see the
And they posted about it, and his real life girlfriend was like, "I'm so excited! This is the best gift ever."
Did you see the
Do you think he actually had to pay for it?
I hope not. So Peloton wouldn't come out and say whether or not they gave it to him or made him pay for it, but I fucking hope they just gave it to him for all the shit that he went through for their company. Like,
He did take the fall on their bad morals.
right?
Did you see the Donnie Wahlberg post? He put on Instagram and he said he's next to a Peloton. He's like, guys, what's your take on me buying a Peloton for my wife who really wants one, who this and this and this, and she was going to be very happy about it. Am I canceled? So he had a nice little post of that. It was pretty hilarious there.
That's pretty good. And if Donnie Wahlberg's wife wasn't Jenny McCarthy, I would think it was even better.
Oh God, are they
Oh yeah,
married?
he mentioned that, like, my wife is in shape and everything, and also this, and well off, and is this
Yeah.
bad?
She paid a lot of money for her body.
Dude,
And it's not to personal trainers.
Dude, you can't say that.
Why?
Dude, the principal's gonna find out.
Oh shit. Well, fuck
Instagram's
me.
gonna block her. I did like that scene though. Besides the blatant animal/child abuse, because they were shooting at a
Don't
can.
spoil it.
No, they
Don't
were
spoil
just
anything.
they were shooting
It's
at
just
a can.
it's a comedy scene.
So they just have a gun. They're just kind of hanging out, waiting, and they're trying to shoot a can and like playing with the gun, like shooting at it, and they missed every time this can that's just on the ground. Just to like acknowledge that stormtroopers can't shoot shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the scene itself was pretty good. It was actually pretty funny, but like for what
That's
it
why we
was,
can't have nice things,
like
so,
but it also like didn't need to be there.
Yeah. Yep.
Like that was just like the Wet TV guy just being like, "Oh, I'm directing, so I'm just gonna put in some comedy."
Hey, this is the last episode. You want something a little bit funny?
Yeah.
I mean,
All right, so now we can do the
the dude.
coup
Coup
de
de
grace.
grace.
Coup de grace? Is that what it is?
That's what it is. I still don't know if it's right.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Coup de grace.
What is one gra of coup?
Fat.
It means a French
That's
phrase meaning a blow of mercy.
Well, all right.
So it's
why do
like a
people say
mercy.
that?
It's a mercy blowjob.
Like,
It's
like,
Oh, it's the final killing blow that puts a fatally wounded person out of their misery.
yeah, it's the climax.
wait, so why do people say the...
Not the dick.
So So why...
You said climax.
Wait a minute, so why would someone say, like, oh, the coup de grace of, like, books is this?
It's the end all be all. It's the best book there is. It's like this
That's
is
what
the,
that means?
Well, it's like no, but also people are stupid.
That's what that's kind of what I was getting at.
That's
Yeah.
why I said like climax, but it's really like the end
So
resolution.
people
and
using
also the
phrases that they don't know
climax.
what it means?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
hyperbole? No. Or is hyperbole exaggeration?
Hyperbole is exaggeration. Yeah.
English
So what are
teacher
these?
confirmed.
Coup
That's
de
a
grace.
French-
That's French.
Oh shit. What's like saying something like that?
I forgot
It's like
it was-
speaking. Is it an idiom?
Yeah, it's an idiom. It's an idiom. Speaking in phrases.
Like when people speak in idioms, it's like, do you have an idea what you're talking about?
I don't think that's an idiom.
What's an idiom?
I mean, it's an idiom for us.
An idiom
It's a term of
is
phrase.
a group of words
Metaphor.
or a phrase.
It's a metaphor.
Why the fuck
Metaphor.
a group of words? Get the fuck out of here. Say a phrase established by usage as having a meaning not deductible from those of the individual words.
Metaphor.
Wow, I don't think I could have read a more confusing definition. I don't know what
I got you.
that
It's
means.
a metaphor that is a phrase.
No.
Yeah. Yes, it
No,
is.
a metaphor is a metaphor.
No, yeah, but
But a phrase, metaphor has to be a phrase.
No, metaphor could be
So
a
an
story,
idiom is it's raining cats and dogs.
which is a metaphor too.
No, it's an idiom.
No,
It's an idiom.
god damn it. It's either literal or a metaphor. All words are either literal or a metaphor, and it's based on their
Oh,
connotation.
dude, that's so meta.
Duh.
You're so meta.
Is it a metaphor?
So does that count as an idiom?
I don't know. The salt of the earth. That's an idiom.
Well, it's the coup de
Like,
grace.
that Dickie.
Something of-
He's a good guy. He's real salt of the earth.
I
guy.
hate that idiom.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
What is salt of the earth supposed to mean? I know it's supposed to be positive.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
Is
don't
it
know. I think
salt of the earth like a rough?
Cool as a cucumber.
Oh,
Oh,
those ones are nice.
so does that mean idioms are both metaphors and similes?
No, because it's well,
Simile
it can be.
is a
It has
comparison
like
using
or
like
as.
or as, yeah.
So it can.
So
be.
cool as a cucumber is a
yeah,
simile.
but salt of the earth wouldn't be a simile.
That would be a metaphor.
Yeah.
I mean,
But both are idioms. So it's like an
Yeah.
overarching thing.
I'm an
Yeah.
idiom.
I'm an idiot. Well, that's your Sarcasm Speaks English lesson.
Yep, so
today.
there's the grammar.
Yeah, so fuck that. Back onto our coup de grace.
we can't wait.
It's the end of 2019. We've officially made it.
So fast.
When this comes out, there will be 1 day left.
Yeah, New
in the
Year's
year.
Eve.
Yeah, New Year's Eve.
No. 2 Eves.
New Year's
New
Eve.
Year's Eve.
Yes.
Eve.
It's like the Festivus of New Year's.
The eve of the eve.
The eve of the
It's
eve.
2 days before New Year's Day.
So we all know how much I love New Year's.
Well, New Year, new you, dude.
Well, yeah, dude. Like, this is it. Like, 2020 is my year.
Yeah,
Like,
2019, you did what everyone else wanted.
No,
But
yeah.
next year, you're gonna do you.
2020, I'm doing me.
Yeah.
So this is my year for me.
Yeah.
Everyone else.
This year, you're gonna do you.
Everyone else can fuck off.
Because every other year hasn't been about you.
No, nope.
It's been for everybody else.
No, I'm always just trying to do stuff for other people. So
And now it's you.
now I'm gonna focus on me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what I want to do.
New Year's is like the first idea in a creative writing area. It's a jumping off point. You gotta jump in and
Like
hey,
egg?
we're gonna do this. Egg.
So it's like the opposite of a coup
I
de
should have
grace.
bought that egg.
Yes, it is.
So what we're in now is the coup de grace.
I mean,
But what we'll be doing Wednesday is the opposite.
yes. I was thinking very hard.
So I fucking hate New Year's with a burning passion. Everyone knows this by now. But I want to have a little fun with this.
People are trying to get better, Jared. They're trying to get better,
Let's
but solely on this day.
You want
Sarcastic resolutions.
sarcastic resolutions. Give me some of your guys' New Year's resolutions.
Do you want me to give you all of them or like some of them?
We'll just kind of like bop around.
Okay. 1. I want to win money on the golf course this year instead of just always losing.
Can it be a resolution if it's good?
What?
That's like a good thing.
Well,
Most resolutions are kind of corny and annoying.
well,
I want to fall in love.
no, so that's like what some people say. Like, so like, what's a normal resolution? Oh, I'm gonna
lose 15 pounds. Not me.
I'm gonna start going to the
I'm a
gym.
fat fuck.
I'm gonna start going to the gym 5 times a week. I'm gonna lose weight, or
Yeah.
I'm gonna learn to ski next year.
I'm gonna rekindle a relationship.
Ooh, that's a
I'm gonna every day I'm gonna write my gratitude journal. That's what people usually say.
Yeah.
So next year I'm gonna win money on the fucking golf course at some point.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it. I did not win like out of like the 6 money matches I played last year.
Okay. I'm gonna finally pick a damn winner. I am gonna finally fucking pick a damn winner, and then I am gonna celebrate it.
Dude, if you want to buy my bets, you can. I mean, I was 3-0 today.
3-0 on the day.
You know how many units I won? It's like 2.77 today.
Wow. That's a good amount of units.
I know. I might take those units, those excess units.
Yeah.
I might turn that into college football betting and just lose it all.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, no. You're gonna hit. You're gonna ride the wave, bro.
Oh, dude, new year.
That's how this works.
Oh, it'll still be 2019 when I place the bets. But they will be for 2020.
Yeah, this is true.
Well, so you know, New Year's resolutions are unrealistic. I'm gonna say things that people don't say. I'm gonna put all this bustle and hustle to the side and focus on me.
I hate you.
Piggybacking off my first one.
Yes.
I am going to leave a casino where I did not just bet on sports plus money.
Okay.
So you're gonna
I have never.
you're gonna go to play blackjack once and then leave after betting.
No, because well, if I go to play blackjack and if I win on the first hand, that would be progress because I have never been up money in a damn casino. I have always been fucking down.
Okay.
The one time was me, Nikos, and Finn went when we were like 22. Nikos goes, I usually just throw $5 in a random slot machine and see what happens. I did that with him and I won 60, but then immediately lost probably like 150 or 100 or something
So they get
on
you.
blackjack.
Okay.
The first rule of
So
blackjack is
I'm
you
leaving
lose
a
your first
casino
$2.
up real money, and it's not like oh, I went in with 100 and I left with 105. Like
Yeah.
no, like real money.
Okay. I want to fall in love with somebody to the point where I can't be without them, and then introduce them to somebody else and have her bang that guy and have them videotape it and send me the videotape.
You're gonna
Oh, okay.
be, so your resolution is to be a successful cuck?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, but it's going to happen without my knowledge.
Wait.
So I'm going to be heartbroken.
Oh, I thought this was like your king. I'm gonna fall in love. She's gonna love me. I'm gonna love her. I'm gonna introduce her to a guy that I think is kind of nice looking.
Yeah.
He's gonna fuck the shit out of her on tape.
Yeah, and I'm not going to know.
I'm gonna be.
I'm not
And
going
his
to know.
name's gonna be Dicky.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Don't watch that video.
Just to see if I can feel feelings.
I cry at the end every time.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Hey, you know what? It's beautiful when you do that.
No, I actually, if any of our listeners also listen to Drinking Bros podcast, I stole that from Jared Taylor. That's actually his goal. That's his legitimate goal for 2020. To fall in love with a woman and then have her cheat on him without his knowing and send the sex tape. And just to see like if he gets upset because he thinks that he can't feel feelings.
What's he, Dennis?
It's a hard goal, but also
Yeah.
I like it.
I respect the conviction.
I mean, if he puts it all in and he tries to do this,
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a Peloton.
For you or for?
For me, I don't want to get canceled.
True. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
You can buy a Peloton for yourself, right? That's cool.
Can
I think so.
Can a gay man buy a Peloton for his other gay
For his
Lover.
boyfriend?
Not
who
without,
is a twink?
not without being abusive.
Yeah.
That's what we found out.
Right?
Shit,
That's what that means.
that's not woke. That's not woke, gay man. Gay man, you're not woke.
What else you got?
I'm gonna buy that egg in Vermont.
Going back to the egg.
I'll be back up there at some point. I'm gonna buy the egg. I've decided, after pondering it for a while, I want the egg.
That's awesome.
Oh, dude, what's this egg? Actually, funny story. I purchased it.
It was my New Year's resolution.
Best egg ever.
You got another one, Dave?
I'm gonna win the lottery.
Okay, I like that.
All right.
Tangible.
I'm down with that.
Achievable.
Now, are you gonna like hit the Powerball like with the multiplier, or is you just gonna like go for like a mass cash
I
scenario
gotta
where?
get the multiplier. I gotta get a lot of money and use it all in spite.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna get rich breeding dogs. I'm gonna keep them all in the backyard, and I'm gonna breed them and then sell them out of our house.
What kind of dogs?
Whatever the most expensive dog is.
You're gonna get.
So,
that's like
so
a new-
I think so. Doodles are popular.
Mm.
Like golden doodles, they are popular because I think they are hypoallergenic.
Yeah.
Um,
People seem to like that.
People do seem to like them. Been hanging out with a lot of doodles lately. They seem fine. They seem goofy.
Yep.
That works for me.
Yep.
What about the golden little short fuckers? The dogs with short legs, the corgis, golden corgi. That's where it's at.
Okay.
I saw the fucking fattest dachshund. Or dachshund, dachshund? What are they called? Dachshund?
Dachshund?
Dashin. I say Dashin, but
Really?
yeah.
Dachshund. It's spelled that way.
The hot dog.
Yeah, the hot dog.
Yeah.
Hot dog.
I saw the fattest hot dog dog.
The Japanese dogs.
Like, his belly was basically scraping on the ground.
Fuck these legs. They're too small. I'm too big. So I guess
Fuck you humans for fucking up my gene pool.
Yeah, seriously.
Were we talking about that the other day? Was I talking to you?
Snowflake calls it a dachshund.
Dog sound?
Oh, okay.
Because he's talking about like when he's like doing his thing and he's like
Yeah.
he basically says like the dachshund is like a fucking huge mistake.
Yeah.
They all are.
Who the
next
fuck
to-
was
next to
that?
a wolf.
Was I thought I was talking to you when we were talking about like pugs or like bulldogs.
I haven't thought about
And
that
it's like
before.
when humans were breeding wolves to like be their friends, and it's like, oh, that one's face is kind of fucked up. Well, let's make it have sex with this other one that's face is fucked up, and then they have kids, and they're like, oh, they're fucked up.
He's round.
So let's make it fuck its mom, whose face is also fucked up. So let's just keep fucking the ones that their faces are fucked up, and then we get bulldogs.
Yeah, dogs are just inbred white trash.
Yeah.
We just celebrate
Yeah.
it like it's normal.
But it's like the same thing with like the Dachshund, Dashin.
I call him a dachshund.
The hot dog.
Hot dog dog.
It's like, oh, that dog has really short legs. Well,
It is
let's
fucking
breed it
long
with,
as fuck.
let's
with a-
make it fuck this other wolf
Like a
that has
basset
short
hound.
legs. And then you just keep making the ones with short legs fuck each other. And then you eventually
Yeah, and then you
get a
throw
dachshund.
and then you throw in a fucking basset hound, which is like the longest dog ever.
Yeah. That's how that shit works.
It's awesome.
What else you got?
So in the theme of like next year, I'm just gonna do me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play at least 45 holes of golf one day.
So you're gonna put away that bustle and hustle and focus on you.
I'm gonna focus on me. So I'm gonna play
Without the
45
muscle.
holes, if not more, of golf. I played 36 last year. Before like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So I plan on surpassing that goal.
Okay. I'm gonna finally get to the point where I can throw away the scale. But mostly because I'm so fat and it won't fit me anymore.
Because I stepped on it and broke it.
You get another one?
I mean, I'm gonna piggyback off your dog breeding thing. And while you're making your money breeding dogs, I'm gonna have
Fuck them.
people have sex with the dogs for money, and I'm gonna get rich that way. People will come. The weird people of the woods here.
And then
will
they'll visit.
come by.
What else?
I got one more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna build something despite not having any skills.
Like a birdhouse.
I don't know what I'm gonna build.
Birdhouse is easy.
You build a little shed.
I could build a shed.
Sheds are easy.
Why not?
It's a square.
I told you I'd do it already. You just need things. You need cinder blocks.
I don't want to build a cinder block shed.
And it's gotta be a nice shed.
Well, I mean, you think you're gonna build like a fucking Taj Mahal of sheds? Like, we're both assholes here. Like, we're not.
It's gotta be good though. It can't be one of those spider sheds. You don't want to have a spider shed.
No. You
I
throw
get that.
cinder blocks down on the ground, and then you get plywood for the floor,
Already sounds
and then
like
you
spider
get
shed.
2x4s. You space them out along,
Frame.
and then you frame them out,
That's
and then
fine.
you just fucking throw up either more plywood or like sheetrock, maybe the inside. Do what you want to do, and then
Probably wouldn't sheetrock the inside.
and then
Well, is this gonna be like a storage shed or like a man cave shed?
Depends how big we want to make it.
That's your shed. You're making it.
We're definitely not getting a building permit for this, right?
Probably not.
Yeah, definitely not.
I mean, we will if we need to.
Well,
if anyone from the Mansfield municipality is listening,
dude, if anyone from the fucking city of Mansfield or town of Mansfield is listening to this,
they would have revoked the deed on the
dude,
house.
Like we would have been in so much trouble
Yeah.
right now.
If you make a shed illegally and it's just there, did you get away with it? Can they punish you later?
I don't know.
Can they be like, hey, fuck you, that shed wasn't there? Can they do that to the neighbors across the way with their giant warehouse
Well, I'm
there?
sure they probably pulled a permit.
I'm guessing that they got a permit.
That was like a legit construction job.
I would have risked it. Nah, it's always been me, you asshole. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Well, either way, I don't know like what a permit really entails. It can't be that hard. Probably got to pay like $75 for it.
Yeah, it's just a racket. The town, cities want more money.
It goes
They're like,
towards
oh, you
the
want to build
roads.
something on your property that you already own? Yeah, you need to pay us to do that.
It goes towards the
Why is
roads to help
Oh, you want to
others.
remove a sink? Yeah, we need a permit for that.
Yeah,
It goes towards the roads.
yeah. It goes towards their salary.
Yeah, when it goes towards our road down that way.
Yeah.
You look, like sure.
Yeah, how about you fix our fucking road?
Oh, you know what we should do? This is gonna be my final thought.
Okay.
Do you want to get into final thoughts?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a bunch of potholes and the road kind of sucks.
You gonna
We
call
should
Domino's?
no. We should get a can of spray paint and draw dicks around each pothole.
I saw that.
Oh yeah, so they fucking
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
fix
yeah.
it.
So they have to do. They typically will have to do something about it.
Right, right.
I think we should draw dicks around every pothole on our road.
Yeah,
Ah,
I like that. Well, I mean, allegedly. Or, like, tell someone else to do it.
I will do it. Andrew Richards will do this.
Yeah, who am I kidding? No one here listens to this, so fuck it, let's do it.
I
A
think
couple more glasses of wine. You guys want to do it tonight?
I put my dick
I
in
got
the-
silver spray paint in the
Yeah,
basement.
there we go. It'll stand out. It'll be reflective. You can see it at night.
Well, it's actually more of like that trophy silver,
Yeah.
or like a, I don't know, it's a weird silver.
Do you think if we drew vaginas, it would be more like woke? For like little girls to be like, hey, we don't just draw dicks in this town. We acknowledge that you have vaginas, and we draw those clams too.
You know what's bad though is you probably get arrested if you drew a vagina. But if you drew a dick, people would be like, ha, it's funny.
Yeah, it's less
Yeah.
offensive.
Draw-
Like if you drew a vagina, someone would
Tasteless.
be like, you have a problem.
It's like a hard dick in a movie. You're not supposed to have a hard dick, but you can have a soft dick. You can have a dick, but you can't have a vagina. That's the same thing. There's a different level of tolerance that
That's-
society has felt.
so that
Hard
same,
dick is not cool.
So that same guy, Jared Taylor in Drinking Bros, once said, "Hard dicks make me horny." So his thought process behind it was, when you see a hard dick, there's about to be sex. So it's the thought of sex that makes me horny, not the hard dick. But it's just when I see the hard dick, that's the connection. And I'm like listening to this thing. And this dude's fucking crazy.
Nuts.
This is
Absolutely
nuts. This is nuts. This is like Dickie logic.
Wait, is that the dude who drinks straight vodka out of a fucking French press?
Yep. Yeah, that's JT.
He's got a
Oh,
point.
God.
The anticipation.
It's not the dick.
Yeah, it's the thought.
It's what happens with the dick.
Yeah.
It's the dick's internal struggle to find reason in a vagina.
Do you got a final thought, Mr.
No.
Spoon?
Not yet. Maybe I will in a few minutes. I saw
Alright.
things.
All right. So my final thought is everybody needs to watch the movie Togo. So I watched it on Disney Plus. It's on Disney Plus. I watched it Friday night, and it is fucking incredible. Have you guys seen Balto? Do you remember that movie when we were kids?
I don't remember Balto.
It was like, I'm pretty sure it was a cartoon. I think
It was.
It might have been a.
It had a dog.
Action movie at one point too, but so
Airbud was live action. I don't know if Balto was.
Yeah.
It was animated.
yeah, I think it was maybe just animated. So the Balto thing, when it came out, was about the dog that like won the Iditarod race and then did the diphtheria vaccine run in Alaska in like 1925. Well, it turns out that it was like a huge relay, and Balto was just the dog that was leading the thing that finished the relay. So Balto, I think, only did like 30 or 40 miles of the relay. And there was this one dog, Togo, that led a sled that did like 265 miles.
So you're telling me that Balto is a freeloading Canadian?
Yes, absolutely. Balto is the biggest freeloading Canadian there is.
Wow.
So this dog, Togo, like, did this whole thing, and like, so the movie is about the dog and the story and how like the owner tried to get rid of the dog a bunch of times, and so I don't want to spoil too much because everyone needs to watch it. But like, it is a fucking incredible movie, and has Willem Dafoe in it. And it's also my director's niece plays Willem Dafoe's wife. She's an actor, like the director of My Company.
Oh,
I was gonna say, like, how do you know
her
you have
niece.
a director?
Yeah, yeah.
Who's your director?
Yeah, we're doing Clean Sweeps.
You own those?
Yeah, they're coming next week. We're gonna start shooting. No, but like the director of like My Company, her niece is an actor, and she played Willem Dafoe's wife in this, which is why I was told about it and watched it, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll give it a watch. Holy shit, dude! It fucked me up like bad. So I love dogs. Like I'm pretty much like an emotional piece of shit.
I'm a piece of shit.
But when it comes to dogs, it fucking crushes me. So I'm sitting here by myself on Friday night watching the movie, of course.
There's no other scenario where you would have watched those.
Yeah, and I'm just drinking beers, and Jamie walks in with his buddy, like to pack up his shit to like leave to Utah, and I'm like an hour in, and I'm like, oh man, like I can tell this is about to get like really good.
Waterworks going.
No, there was no waterworks yet.
Did Jamie come in and start cutting onions?
No, but Jamie came in, so I paused the movie, and I went upstairs and like hung out with Jamie and Manny, and like helped him pack and like do his shit, and like, you know, shooting the shit, whatever, load up the car, do whatever we gotta do, and then finally he left. Then I came back in and turned the movie back on, and like 20 minutes later, it got to the point where I was like, oh man, this is tough. And then by the end of the movie, I was legitimately fucking sobbing, like sobbing. Like I haven't cried that hard in years, like years.
I cried once.
And it was just such a great movie. Like the way everything goes, and the dog, and then what happens, and all this stuff, and it's like, holy fuck. But yeah, man, dogs, dude.
Is it
dogs?
Is it live action or animated?
No, it's live action.
Live action.
When I saw it, reminded me of like, I was like in third grade. My favorite book was obviously a book that was like 40 pages long.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to read, but it was about a dog that like this poor kid needs to make enough money to keep his house for his. He lives with his grandparents, so he has a sled race, and it's just him and his dog Shadow, and they have to win the race against this other all-star who's got like 8 dogs, and he beats them, but the dog's heart explodes at the end.
Jesus.
Because the dog works so hard it beats 8 other dogs, and I was like, fuck, man.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard, man. Like dogs fuck with people. I don't give a shit about people.
Well,
like
dogs are way better people than
like,
most people.
Yeah. Like I'll watch movies about like people getting like killed or murdered and all kinds of shit. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Or like a sad story. I'm like, yeah, it's fine.
Oh, the kid's dead?
I don't care.
Cool.
The second a dog comes in and something happens to that dog,
that's
like
the,
awful.
That's the
awful.
anticipation for a John Wick 3 for us.
Yeah.
The dog's back with them.
Right.
We don't know what's gonna happen.
Right. But yeah, so the movie's called Togo, and it's on Disney Plus.
How old is it?
It just came out like 3 days ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a new movie?
It's brand new. It just came out 3 days ago.
Like it came out for like.
Or like a
it's
week.
on
A week
demand.
ago.
It came out like it's
A
like
week
a
ago.
Netflix almost like
Disney
they
Plus.
Disney Plus.
So
made
direct to
it, like how
digital.
Disney.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a better one.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
don't find
Hey,
it fun
thanks.
out there. That's the thing we're scrambling for.
What do you got?
So I mentioned it really quick to Dats when we had some good old sush this week. I'm like 6, maybe 7 years late. No, 6.
On your period?
Yeah, I have so many kids coming out of my vagina. Kitchen Nightmares. Gordon Ramsay's show. He had an episode where like it was like 1 a.m. and I was like, oh, this is fun. And I was watching that in the middle of the night in my room, and I'm just like, all right, I'm watching this, It's like the only time you ever walked out on people. And the main characters, this Israeli guy who's secretly a gangster, and he married a very, very crazy woman who can't take any criticism, and she's the top chef of their big restaurant,
Jesus
and the only chef. And he is the only guy that works the register for like payment, and he keeps all the tips from the waitresses, and she can't take any kind of judgment, but she gives out food that's like pizza that's frozen in the middle still,
Jesus,
or like
yeah.
the food is made from a can or from the store and all this. And Gordon Ramsay's like, hey, he tiptoes in so well. He doesn't yell at all in the episode.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking entertaining, but also like I'm watching a show about a person with like a mental disorder right now. I'm like, and I was thinking about how like you just go to a new place, like, oh, this is fun. We're gonna go to a new restaurant, and it could be owned by the most insane person you
That's
might
true.
know. It kind of like scared me for like people of the world who are batshit crazy,
Yeah.
and like because I work with kids and I always assume they become normal, but you know.
Yeah.
But I thought it was very.
If you think about it,
very
like
entertaining, but
statistically,
scary.
the amount of kids that you work with in your like lifetime as a teacher, like you,
Couple psychopaths a year.
yeah, you
Statistically,
will come across like psychopaths, future murderers.
Yeah.
Like that's like a real thing. Like it's just statistics,
Math.
maths.
Cool maths.
Yeah.
And the good old kids that have died before, like, I am even, like, 30. There's
Yeah.
been a lot of kids that have died, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, how did I live?
Why couldn't it be me?
I barely learned how to eat for myself. Yeah. I
Well.
thought it was a very fun episode for craziness.
Yeah, I can only.
Do you know what episode it was?
Well, I know that they were Sammy, Sammy's the Israeli guy, Sammy and Amy. It's ABC. Amy's bakery cock. Something like that.
Got it.
Yeah, a big cock.
They were a big episode. Like it's still going on, and like she fires a waitress at one point, being like, "Are you sure?" Like, because she fucks up an order, and like, "Are you
Yeah.
sure?" You're fucking get out of there. It's this is during the episode.
Yeah. Wow.
Wait, Amy's Baking Company?
Yeah.
Dude. Is this her?
Yeah, she's the crazy
Dude, she's
one.
got the crazy eyes.
Yeah, she's got crazy eyes.
What the fuck?
Dude.
She's crazy.
She looks like the fucking puppet from Saw.
Within the first like minute of meeting Gordon Ramsay, he said, "Oh, do you have any kids? Oh yeah, we have 3 cat kids."
No, dude, she's
got three
got
boy,
the
like
fucking
she's got
crazy
3
eyes.
boy
dude.
kids.
fuck?
Like, they're my
What's that
children.
dude's name?
Sammy's the guy.
She's got the crazy
What
eyes.
the fuck?
Like-
No, dude, what's the thing? The puppet's name in Saw?
Jigsaw.
Oh, Jigsaw.
Jigsaw. That's
Yeah,
what she
Jigsaw.
looks like. She looks like Jigsaw.
She looks like the crazy version of that female comedian from Canada that lives in England that has all the plastic surgery.
Oh, Catherine Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's
Looks like-
actually funny though.
Correct, but this person just looks like a crazy version of her.
Yeah.
She's been on like Dr. Phil with her husband and all this other stuff. Like,
Holy shit.
Holy
we
shit.
don't take like all this from the haters and the people posting online. We're fighters. And like she does that. She was crazy.
Wow.
It's awesome. And also
Crazy people.
quite a
crazy.
lens on mental health, as I say respectfully.
Dude,
Yeah.
there's like memes about this person.
Yeah, it was all over the place. It was
Yeah.
fucking wild.
Oh wow.
It was because it's an episode. It's 45 minutes. I was like, oh, do I want to watch this? Within the first 3 minutes, I was like,
Oh yeah, I want to fucking watch.
how much time has gone by? Because
Yeah.
it feels like nothing.
Holy shit.
But it was great. Highly recommended. 4.5 stars.
It's a picture of a little girl looking away from a burning building. It goes, I don't always think about, or it's like one day I'm going to open a baking company in Phoenix, Arizona. My name's Amy.
Well, I think that's a good place to cut this off.
We got to watch this.
So thank you guys for watching on YouTube. If you're still there, you should probably just click the good old subscribe button. yeah, right where Dickie's pointing. It's right up here, right there. Just click that right there. And thank you guys for listening wherever you are. Make sure you subscribe to whatever service you use to listen to us. Keep spreading the word too. Keep telling everybody about us. We're growing even more countries now, and we're getting more people in New Zealand too. So that's cool. So shout out to all you fucking Kiwis out there, you crazy cunts.
And the robots of Star
Yeah,
Wars.
yeah. So thank you guys for listening. This is like a year for us too. We're coming up on 1 year that we've been doing this. We're over 100 episodes. It's our last episode of 2019. So until next year, everybody.
See you next year. Oh, hey, I'll see you next decade.
Hey, until the next fucking decade, boys.
I'll see you next decade.
Ooh.
Good night, everybody.